Toyota. Headquarters. History of Toyota. Toyota Motor Corporation. Headquarters in Toyota, Japan. Native name. Romanized name. Toyota Jidasa Kabushiki Geisha. Type. Public. Traded as Tayo 7203. NAG 7203. NYSE, TM. LSE, TYT. Nikkei 225 component, Tayo. Topics Core 30 component, Tayo. ISIN. JP3633400001. Industry. Automotive. Founded August 28, 1937, 86 years ago. Founder Kiichiro Toyota. Headquarters 1 Toyota Cho. Toyota City, Aiken, Japan. Area served worldwide. Key people: Akio Toyoda, Chairman. Shigeru Hayakawa, Vice Chairman. Koji Sato, President and CEO. Simon Humphreys, Chief Designer. Products: automobiles. Production output: 9,472,556, FY21. 9,213,195, 2020. Services: banking, financing, leasing. Revenue: 27,214,594 million yen. 256.7 billion US dollars, FY21. Operating income: 2,197,748 million yen, FY21. Net income: 2,282,378 million yen, FY21. Total assets: 62,267,140 million yen. 562 billion US dollars, FY21. Total equity: 24,288,329 million yen, FY21. Owner: Toyota Group through cross ownership. Toyota Industries cross owns 8.28%. Subaru Corporation cross owns 3.17%. Denso cross owns 3.12%. Mazda cross owns 0.25%. Suzuki cross owns 0.2%. Number of employees: 366,283, FY21. Divisions: Lexus, Scion, defunct. Subsidiaries: Daihatsu, Denso, 25%. FA Toyota, China, 50%. GAC Toyota, China, 50%. Hino Motors, Subaru Corporation, 20%. Toyota Argentina. Toyota Auto Body. Toyota Financial Services. Toyota Kirloskar Motors. Toyota Motor Corporation Australia. Toyota Motor Europe. Toyota Motor East Japan. Toyota Motor Kyushu. Toyota Motor Manufacturing Indonesia, 95%. Toyota Motor North America. Toyota Motor Pakistan. Toyota Motor Philippines. Toyota Motor Thailand, 86%. Toyota South Africa Motors. Woven Planet Holdings. Website: global.toyota. Footnotes/references. Fiscal year 2021, FY21, is April 1st, 2020, to March 31st, 2021. References: 1-2. Toyota Motor Corporation, usually referred to as just Toyota, is a global automotive manufacturer based in Toyota City, Aichi, Japan. Its Japanese name is. Its Hepburn is Toyota Jidasa Kabushiki Geisha, IPA, Tojita. Kichiro Toyota started it, and on August 28, 1937, it was incorporated. Toyota is the biggest car manufacturer in the world, turning out roughly 10 million units annually. First product, the Type A engine, in 1934, and its first passenger car in 1936, the Toyota A. Toyota was able to learn from American automakers and other businesses after World War II thanks to Japan's alliance with the United States. This led to the development of the Toyota Way, a management philosophy, and the Toyota production system, a lean manufacturing technique, which turned the once small company into a market leader and the focus of numerous academic studies. Toyota developed the Toyota Corolla, which went on to become the best-selling car in history, by taking advantage of the rapidly expanding middle class in Japan in the 1960s and marketing cars to them. In addition, the robust economy provided funding for Toyota's global expansion, which helped it become, as of December 2020, the largest car maker globally, the biggest in Japan, and the 9th largest firm in the world in terms of revenue. In 2012, Toyota announced the production of its 200 millionth vehicle, setting a new milestone as the world's first automaker to produce more than 10 million automobiles annually. The total number of automobiles produced hit 300 million by September 2023. After the 1997 release of the XW10 Toyota Prius, Toyota was hailed for being a pioneer in the creation and marketing of more fuel-efficient hybrid electric vehicles. Currently, the company offers over 40 hybrid car models for sale worldwide. Recently, the business has also been under fire for putting off the adoption of fully electric cars and instead concentrating on the expensive and lagging technology of hydrogen fuel cell cars, such as the Toyota Mirai. The Toyota Motor Corporation will manufacture automobiles under the following 4 brands by 2022: Daihatsu, Hino, Lexus, and its own Toyota brand. Moreover, the company owns 20% of Subaru Corporation, 5.1% of Mazda, 4.9% of Suzuki, 4.6% of Isuzu, 3.8% of Yamaha Motor Corporation, 2.8% of Panasonic, and joint ventures in China, FA Toyota and GAC Toyota, the Czech Republic, TPCA, India, Toyota Kirloskar, and the United States, UMAS, that manufacture vehicles. Toyota's stock is part of the Nikkei 225 and Topix Core 30 indexes and is traded on the London Stock Exchange, Nagoya Stock Exchange, New York Stock Exchange, and Tokyo Stock Exchange. History of Toyota. 1920s to 1930s. The mass-produced Toyota automated loom, displayed at Toyota Museum in Ikegan, Japan. Satoshi Toyota created the Toyota Model G automatic loom in 1924. Jidoka, or the idea that a machine should stop itself when an issue arises, was eventually included into the Toyota production system. The looms were constructed on a tiny assembly line. The British business Platt Brothers purchased the automatic loom patent in 1929, providing the initial funding for the development of automobiles. Kichiro Toyota, the founder's son, oversaw the establishment of Kyoto Automatic Loom Works, which on September 1, 1933, created an automobile division, and on January 29, 1934, formally announced that it would start producing automobiles. On September 25, 1934, a prototype Toyota Type A engine was finished, and the company's first prototype vehicle, the A1, was finished the following May. Because Kichiro had little experience producing automobiles, he first concentrated on making trucks. The company's first truck, the G1, was finished on August 25, 1935, and made its presentation in Tokyo on November 21. It was also the company's first production model. The G1, which was based on a vintage Ford truck, was 2,900 yen, 200 yen less expensive than the Ford truck, In the end, 379 G1 trucks were manufactured. The Model A, Toyota's first passenger car, was finished in April 1936. Compared to Ford or GM cars, the sales price was 3,350 yen, which was 400 yen less. The company's Korea factory was finished in May. The business shipped 4 G1 trucks to northeastern China in July, fulfilling its first export order. The Japanese imperial government formally recognized Toyota Automatic Loom Works as an automobile manufacturer on September 19, 1936. The 1936 Toyota A, the first vehicle produced by the company while it was still a department of Toyota Industries. Cars were first marketed under the Toyota brand, which was derived from the founder Kiichiro Toyoda's family name. The business held a public competition to create a new logo in September 1936. The winning entry, out of 27,000 submissions, was the 3 Japanese katakana letters for Toyota arranged in a circle. Risaburo Toyota, who was not born with that name but married into the family, preferred Toyota, which was written in Japanese with 8 brush strokes, a lucky number, and a voiceless consonant rather than a voiced one. Voiced consonants are thought to have a murky or muddy sound compared to voiceless consonants, which are clear. Toyota's original name, which literally translates as fertile rice paddies, was changed to avoid the firm being connected to traditional farming practices. After the newly created term was registered as a trademark, the business started operating as Toyota Motor Company Limited on August 28, 1937. 6-10-11-12 Risaburo Toyota, Kiichiro's brother-in-law, was named the company's first president, while Kiichiro served as vice president. On September 29, Toyota Automatic Loom Works formally moved the production of cars to the new organization. The Japanese government supported the company by preventing foreign competitors Ford and General Motors from importing automobiles into Japan. When the Second World War broke out, Toyota made practically all of its standard-sized trucks for the Japanese Army, which paid for them with cash upon delivery and 1/5 of the total cost up front. 1940s Toyota's factories, which were utilized to support the war effort, were not spared when World War II severely destroyed Japan. The Japanese surrendered on August 14, 1945, the day before the Allied forces struck Toyota's Koramo Plant 16. The US-led occupying forces outlawed the manufacture of passenger cars in Japan following the capitulation. However, in an effort to reconstruct the country's infrastructure, automakers such as Toyota were permitted to start producing trucks for usage by civilians. Additionally, Toyota has an agreement with the US military to service its vehicles. After being partners in World War II, the Soviet Union and the United States were developing a global Cold War by 1947. US priorities changed, the reverse course, from punishing and reforming Japan to remilitarizing Japan to some extent, rebuilding the economy, and ensuring internal political stability. Japanese automakers were permitted to restart producing passenger cars in 1949 under these new regulations, but at the same time, a new economic stabilization program designed to curb inflation caused the automobile sector to face severe financial difficulties, and many truck owners fell behind on their loan obligations. In the end, the nation's central bank, the Bank of Japan, provided financial support to the business on the condition that it implement changes. 1950s Toyota came out of its financial crisis at the start of the 1950s as a smaller business, closing factories and laying off employees. The Korean War started at the same period, and because Toyota was so close to the front lines, the US Army ordered 1,000 of their vehicles at that time. The order contributed to the struggling company's business performance rapidly improving. Company officials, among them Kiichiro's cousin A.G. Toyota, traveled to the United States in 1950 to study at the Ford Motor Company and see how several American manufacturers operated. The business's lean manufacturing practices, the Toyota production system and the Toyota Way, were born out of the experience obtained on the journey and from producing looms. These innovations helped the company become a leader in the manufacturing sector. Toyota Crown. the first vehicle fully designed and built by Toyota. Toyota began developing the Toyopet Crown, its first full-fledged passenger car, in January 1952. Prior to the Crown, Toyota had been designing and manufacturing automobile bodywork through outside contractors, which was subsequently mounted on truck frames manufactured by Toyota. Since Toyota had to build bodywork and a new chassis that would be both comfortable and durable enough to endure the muddy, sluggish, unpaved roads that were common in Japan at the time, the project constituted a huge challenge for the company. Founder Kiichiro Toyota had long supported the project. He passed away unexpectedly on March 27, 1952. The first prototypes were completed in June 1953 and began extensive testing, before the Crown went on sale in August 1955. The car was met with positive reviews from around the world. Following the launch of the Crown, Toyota started to aggressively explore the export market. In 1955, the business made its first entry into Saudi Arabia with Land Cruisers thanks to an arrangement with Abdul Latif Jamil, the founder of the company bearing the same name. As part of the Japanese government's war reparations, Toyota also started shipping Land Cruiser knockdown kits to Latin America in November 1955. Complete Land Cruisers were also sent to Burma, now Myanmar, and the Philippines in 1956. In addition, Toyota entered Yemen with Land Cruisers in 1956. Opened a branch in Thailand in June 1957, and shipped Land Cruisers to Australia in August 1957. In 1958, Toyota opened its first production unit outside of Japan in Brazil. Toyota entered the United States market in July 1958, attempting to sell the Toyopet Crown. The Crown was a commercial failure in the United States, as consumers deemed it to be underpowered and pricey, due to its Japanese road design, which prioritized low speed over high speed. The company encountered difficulties almost immediately. In response, the Crown's exports to the US were halted in December 1960. For the next 20 years following Kiichiro's passing, his cousin Eiji Toyota oversaw the business. Along with Eiji, the firm established its first plant that was not dependent on the loom works plant. 1960s to 1970s. 1967 to 1969 Toyota 2000 GT. The Japanese economy was growing at the beginning of the 1960s, a time that became known as the Japanese economic miracle. People's incomes increased along with the economy, making it possible for them to buy a car. The Japanese government made significant investments in enhancing the country's road network. Concurrently, 35 need for secondary source. Toyota and other automakers seized the opportunity to produce reasonably priced budget automobiles such as the Toyota Corolla, which went on to become the best-selling car worldwide. Toyota also found success in the United States in 1965 with the Toyota Corona compact car, which was redesigned specifically for the American market with a more powerful engine. The Corona helped increase U.S. sales of Toyota vehicles to more than 20,000 units in 1966, a threefold increase, and helped the company become the third best-selling import brand in the United States by 1967. Toyota's first manufacturing investment in the United States came in 1972 when the company struck a deal with Atlas Fabricators to produce truck beds in Long Beach, in an effort to avoid the 25% chicken tax on imported light trucks. By importing the truck as an incomplete chassis cab, the truck without a bed, the vehicle only faced a 4% tariff. 38 Once in the United States, Atlas would build the truck beds and attach them to the trucks. The partnership was successful, and 2 years later, Toyota purchased Atlas. An important turning point in the history of the American auto industry was the energy crisis of the 1970s. Large, bulky cars with strong but inefficient engines were typical before the crisis. However, in the ensuing years, buyers began to insist on tiny automobiles that were both high quality and fuel efficient. Foreign automakers like Toyota were in a strong position, but US automakers, in the midst of their malaise era, struggled to build these cars profitably. In order to safeguard the home car sector, The U.S. Congress took import limits into consideration in response to this and the rising anti-Japanese attitude. In the 1960s, there was also a slight opening to foreign companies in the Japanese automobile market. In an effort to support the nation's auto industry prior to the market opening, Toyota purchased stock. In other Japanese automakers. This included a 16.8% stake in Hino Motors, a manufacturer of large commercial trucks, buses, and diesel engines, and a 16.8% stake in Daihatsu, a manufacturer of K-cars, the smallest highway legal passenger cars sold in Japan. 40. That was the beginning of what ended up becoming a long-term partnership between Toyota and the two companies. In the 1960s, there was also a slight opening to foreign companies in the Japanese automobile market. In an effort to support the nation's auto industry prior to the market opening, Toyota purchased stock in other Japanese automakers. This included a 16.8% stake in Hino Motors, a manufacturer of large commercial trucks, buses, and diesel engines, and a 16.8% stake in Daihatsu, a manufacturer of K-cars, the smallest highway legal passenger cars sold in Japan. 40. That was the beginning of what ended up becoming a long-term partnership between Toyota and the two companies. As part of the agreement, Daihatsu would sell Toyota K-cars, and to a lesser extent, Toyota would sell Daihatsu full-sized cars, a practice known as rebadging, enabling both businesses to sell their whole lineup of automobiles. 1980s. By the 1980s, the Toyota Corolla was one of the most popular cars in the world and became the world's all-time best-selling automobile. Toyota began stepping up its efforts in the North American market in the 1980s, following the success of the 1970s and the fear of import duties. When Japan consented to voluntary export restrictions in 1981, the country's annual car exports to the US were restricted. As a result, Toyota opened assembly factories in North America. Additionally, the American government blocked the tax loophole that Toyota had been able to sustain through domestic truck bed production. Eiji Toyoda also became chairman in 1981 after resigning as president. The son of the company's founder, Shoichiro Toyoda, took over as president in his place. 34. In a matter of months, Shoichiro began to unite Toyota's manufacturing and sales departments. The result was the creation of the Toyota Motor Corporation in 1982. It took years for Shoichiro to successfully lead the two groups dubbed Oil and Water to unite into a single organization. 41. In 1980, Toyota proposed a joint venture with Ford Motor Company in an attempt to establish an assembly factory in the United States. In July 1981, those negotiations collapsed. Eventually, in 1984, the business and General Motors, GM, came to an agreement for the establishment of NUMMI, New United Motor Manufacturing Incorporated, a joint venture vehicle manufacturing facility located in Fremont, California. Through the joint venture, GM hoped to learn more about the Toyota Way and the Toyota production system while also gaining access to a high-quality little automobile. Toyota saw GM as a partner who could help them navigate the American labor market, and the factory provided the corporation with its first North American manufacturing base, enabling it to avoid any future levies on imported vehicles. Tatsuro Toyoda, the younger brother of Shoichiro Toyoda, the business president, would be in charge of the factory. 44. On October 7, 1986, a white Corolla, the first Toyota ever built in the United States, rolled off the assembly line at NUMMI 45. At the beginning of the 1980s, Toyota started winning its first Japanese Quality Control Award and entered a wide range of motorsports. Toyota, being a conservative company, continued to produce cars with rear-wheel drive for a longer period of time than most. In 1983, they were third in the world in terms of front-wheel drive automobile production, behind Nissan and Honda. This contributed to Nissan Sunny's ability to outsell the Corolla in sales that year. The Lexus LS400 went on sale in May 1989 and was seen as being largely responsible for the successful launch of Lexus. Prior to the end of the decade, Toyota unveiled Lexus, a brand new business created to sell and maintain high-end cars abroad. The Crown and Century, Toyota's two current flagship models, were only intended for the Japanese market before Lexus debuted. As a result, they lacked the kind of worldwide appeal necessary to rival luxury brands like Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Jaguar. Since August 1983, the corporation has been developing the brand and cars behind closed doors at a cost of more than $1,047.48. With its impressive sales debut in 1989, the flagship LS400 full-size sedan played a major role in the successful introduction of the Lexus brand. 1990s. The Toyota Supra, JZA80, is one of the most recognized Japanese sports cars. Toyota Prius, first generation, NHW10 1997 to 2000. Toyota started to diversify from making only tiny cars in the 1990s by introducing a number of larger and more opulent models to its range. These included a full-sized pickup truck called the T100, and eventually the Tundra, many SUV lines, and the Camry Solara, a sport version of the Camry. During this time, they would also introduce updated versions of their sports vehicles, including the MR2, Celica, and Supra. The first mass-produced gasoline-electric hybrid vehicle, the Toyota Prius, was introduced in December 1997. 49 For the first 2 years of its life, the car would only be made for the Japanese market. Due in large part to Toyota Team Europe's racing success, the company established Toyota Motor Europe Marketing and Engineering, or TMME, to assist in vehicle marketing throughout the continent. 2 years later, with its automobiles becoming increasingly popular with British drivers, Toyota established TMUK, a facility in the United Kingdom. There were also established bases in Tianjin, Virginia, and Indiana. During this time, Toyota also increased its control of Daihatsu. Toyota acquired a 33.4% stake in the business in 1995, granting it the power to veto shareholder initiatives at the annual meeting. 40 Toyota took a 51.2% stake in the business in 1998, making it the main shareholder. The company made the decision to list on the New York and London stock exchanges on September 29, 1999. The Toyota brothers would likewise depart from the business their father had started in the latter part of the 1990s. Shoichiro Toyota became chairman in 1992, which freed up his brother Tatsuro to take over as president. Tatsuro served as president until his retirement in 1995. In 1999, Shoichiro announced his resignation as chairman. 44. Both would continue to serve as honorary consultants for the business. From 1995 until 1999, Hiroshi Okuda served as the company's president. After that, he was appointed chairman, and Fujiocho took over as president. 2000s. Toyota East Fuji Research and Development Center. The Prius started to be exported in August 2000. 49 truck and bus maker Hino Motors was a longtime collaborator of Toyota, which it bought in 2001. Along with French automakers Citroën and Peugeot, Toyota formed a manufacturing joint venture in France in 2002 and joined the Formula One competition. Scion was a youth-focused brand that debuted in North America in 2003. On Forbes 2000's list of the top businesses in the world for 2005, Toyota came in at number 851. Additionally, in 2005, Fujiocho left to take on the role of chairman at Toyota, with Katsuaki Watanabe taking over as president. A redesign of Toyota's full-size truck, the Tundra, which is made in 2 American factories, one in Texas and the other in Indiana, was unveiled in 2007. The 2007 Toyota Camry was awarded Car of the Year by Motor Trend. It also started the process of building 2 new factories, one in Blue Springs, Mississippi, USA, and the other in Woodstock, Ontario, Canada. The company was number 1 in global automobile sales for the first quarter of 2008. 52. Toyota suffered from the 2008 global financial crisis, having to predict its first yearly loss in 70 years in December of that year 53 in an effort to lower output and inventories of unsold automobiles. It declared in January 2009 that all of its Japanese operations will close for 11 days 54. Toyota debuted the RAV4, Prius, Camry Hybrid, and sedan at the Grand Hyatt Seoul in October 2009, along with the news that they would open an office in South Korea 55. Toyota recalled millions of cars between 2009 and 2011 in response to allegations that some drivers had experienced unexpected acceleration. The recalls were issued to fix a potential mechanical accelerator pedal sticking issue and to stop a front driver's side floor mat from sliding into the foot pedal well and trapping the pedals. 56 Toyota was sued for personal injuries and wrongful deaths. 57 Nearly 9 million cars and trucks were recalled. 58 At least 37 people died in crashes allegedly caused by unintended acceleration. 59 The company paid $1 billion to settle a class action lawsuit to compensate owners for lost resale value, and 60 It paid a $1.2 billion criminal penalty to the US government over allegations that it had willfully concealed information about safety defects and had made false claims. Akio Toyoda was named president of Toyota in 2009, pictured in 2011. Following the unintentional acceleration issue, Katsuaki Watanabe resigned as president of the firm. On June 23, 2009, he was replaced by Akio Toyoda, the grandson of the company's founder, Kiichiro Toyoda. Having worked in production, marketing, and product development, Akio joined Toyota in 1984 and was elected to the board of directors in 2062. Need for secondary source. The board's decision to promote Akio signified the Toyota family member's return to the top leadership position for the first time since 1999. 63 2010s. 2011 saw numerous natural disasters that affected Toyota and a sizable portion of the Japanese auto sector. The Tohoku earthquake and tsunami in 2011 caused a significant interruption to the supplier base, which in turn caused a decline in exports and production. 65 Japanese automakers that had selected Thailand as a base of production were impacted by severe flooding that occurred during the 2011 monsoon season in Thailand. It is projected that Toyota lost 240,000 units of output due to flooding and 150,000 units due to the tsunami. Toyota declared on February 10, 2014, that it would stop producing cars and engines in Australia by the end of 2017. 66-67 The choice was made due to the high cost of local manufacturing, the intense competition in a tiny local market, and the unfavorable Australian currency, which made exports unfeasible. 67 Need for secondary source. By the end of 2017, the firm intended to combine its corporate services in Melbourne and keep its Altona factory for other purposes. It is anticipated that the workforce will shrink from 3,900 to 1,368. Need for secondary source. General Motors, Holden, and Ford Motor Company also did the same, discontinuing Australian production in 2016 and 2017, respectively. With 5.1 million vehicles sold in the 6 months ending June 30, 2014, an increase of 3.8% over the same time the previous year, the car maker almost missed out on topping global sales for the first half of 2014. Closely trailing with 5.07 million vehicle sales was Volkswagen AG69. Toyota declared in August 2014 that it would lower the cost of its spare parts in China by up to 35%. The company acknowledged that the action was taken in response to an industry-wide investigation into what the Chinese regulator views as excessively high prices being charged by automakers for spare parts and after-sales servicing. The investigation was hinted at earlier in the month by China's National Development and Reform Commission, which was looking into Toyota's Lexus spare parts policies. The corporation declared in November 2015 that it would fund robotics and AI research with $1 billion over the following 5 years. 71 Toyota made a 2016 investment in Uber. 72 According to a corporate governance report from 2020, Toyota held 10.25 million Uber shares as of March 30, 2020, valued at $292.46 million. This amounted to about 0.6% of Uber's outstanding shares, according to Reuters. 73. Toyota and Yanmar collaborated in March 2016 to build a fiberglass recreational boat with either Toyota inboard engines or Yanmar outboard marine diesel engines. 74. The business acquired Daihatsu's remaining assets in August 2016, converting the small vehicle maker into a fully owned subsidiary of Toyota. 75. On August 27, 2018, Toyota announced an investment of $500 million in Uber's autonomous cars. 76. In October 2019, Toyota backed the Trump administration's proposal that federal authorities should override California's ability to set its own emissions standards for automobiles. The proposal would reduce California's 2025 fuel efficiency standard from about 54.5 to 37 mpg. 77. This shift by Toyota away from fuel efficiency damaged the company's reputation as a green brand. 78. 79. 2020s. Toyota showroom in Shenzhen, China. By 2020, Toyota has overtaken Volkswagen to take back the title of world's largest automaker. 89.528 million automobiles were sold worldwide, despite an 11.3% decline in sales as a result of the COVID-19 epidemic. 80. This covers Daihatsu and Hino Motors, two subsidiaries. 80-81. The two businesses announced the formation of BID Toyota EV Technology Co., Limited on April 2, 2020, with the goal of developing BEVs, battery electric vehicles, that appeal to customers. 82. Toyota, its subsidiary Hino, and Isuzu announced in March 2021 that they were forming a strategic alliance. Toyota has obtained a 4.6% holding in Isuzu, and the latter intends to purchase Toyota shares at a comparable price. The three businesses announced that they would establish Commercial Japan Partnership Technologies Corporation by April as a new joint venture with the goal of creating electric and fuel cell light trucks. Hino and Isuzu would each hold 10% of the business, with Toyota holding an 80% share. 83. In April 2021, Toyota said that it will buy Lyft's self-driving technology unit for $550 million and merge it with its newly created Woven Planet Holdings automation division. 84. The business justified their June 2021 donations to Republican politicians in the U.S. after they refused to recognize the 2020 presidential election results, stating that it was not appropriate to judge members of Congress based on a single vote. 85. Toyota was by far the largest donation to 2020 election objectors, according to an Axios investigation. 86. The business subsequently changed its mind in July 2021 and stopped giving to election objectors. In a statement, the corporation said that it recognized that the donations made by its POC to these objectors, which significantly exceeded those of any other company, troubled some stakeholders. 87. Toyota started giving again after a 6-month break. 88. Toyota declared in December 2021 that it would launch 30 electric car types globally by that year, invest 8 trillion yen, $70 billion at the 2021 exchange rate, in electric vehicles, and aim to sell 3.5 million electric vehicles by that year. 89. Beginning in the second quarter of 2022, Toyota will increase the proportion of software engineers it hires to between 40% and 50% of all technical hires. This move is intended to address the shift to so-called CASE, connected, autonomous, shared, and electric technologies in an environment where global competition is becoming more intense. 90. In response to the COVID-19 chip shortage in 2021, Toyota instructed certain of its vendors to raise their semiconductor inventory levels from the customary 3 months to 5 months. 91. After the earthquake and tsunami in Japan on March 11, 2011, The just-in-time supply chain which delivers items only when needed was already modified, lowering stockpiles throughout the whole procurement network. 91 As of March 2021, the time it takes Toyota to turn over its inventory had climbed by almost 40% over the previous 10 years. 91. Toyota recalled 2,700 of its first mass-produced all-electric cars in June 2022 because of concerns that the wheels would come off while the car was being driven. It was found that the BZ4X's wheel bolts could loosen to the point where the wheel just separates from the vehicle, which could result in an accident or a loss of control. 92. In August 2022, Toyota announced a rise in investment in its factory near Greensboro, North Carolina, and committed to contributing up to $5.6 billion towards the development of electric vehicle batteries. 93-94 For the third consecutive year, Toyota was able to hold the title of best-selling car maker in the world in 2022. 95-96. Toyota President and CEO Akio Toyoda announced his resignation in January 2023, handing over the reins to Koji Sato. Rizaburo Toyoda, the company's founder, is the great-grandson of Akio. Prior to this, Sato oversaw Toyota's luxury division, Lexus. The April 1, 2023, date of the modification is scheduled to occur. Board of Directors. Chairman, Akio Toyoda, since April 2023. Vice Chairman, Shigeru Hayakawa. President and CEO, Koji Sato, since April 2023. Members: Takeshi Uchiyamada, James Kuffner, Kenta Kon, Masahiko Maeda, Akuro Sugawara, Sir Philip Craven, Tiyako Kudo. List of former chairmen. In 1950, Toyota was split into Toyota Motor Co. and Toyota Motor Sales Co., sales arm of Toyota. The two companies merged in 1982 to create one unified company, with then Toyota Motor Co. President Eiji Toyoda becoming chairman. Chairmen listed prior to 1982 below were for the pre-merger Toyota Motor Co. Rizaburo Toyoda, 1937 to 1948. Teizo Ishida, 1948 to 1952. Shoichi Sato, 1952 to 1959. Masaya Hana, 1959 to 1982. Eiji Toyoda, 1982 to 1994. Shoichiro Toyoda, 1994 to 1999. Hiroshi Okuda, 1999 to 2006, 101. Fujiocho, 2006 to 2013, 102. Takeshi Uchiyamada, 2013 to 2023, 103. List of former presidents. Similar to the chairman position, in 1982 the then Toyota Motor Sales Co-President Shoichiro Toyoda becoming president. Presidents listed prior to 1982 below were for the pre-merger Toyota Motor Co. only. Rizaburo Toyoda, 1937 to 1941. Kiichiro Toyoda, 1941 to 1950. Teizo Ishida, 1950 to 1961. Fukio Nakagawa, 1961 to 1967. Eiji Toyoda, 1967 to 1982. Shoichiro Toyoda, 1982 105 1992. Tatsuro Toyoda, 1992 to 1995, 106. Hiroshi Okuda, 1995 107 1999. Fujiocho, 1999 to 2005, 102. Katsuaki Watanabe, 2005 to 2009, 108. Akio Toyoda, 2009 to 2023, 103. Product line. Further information, list of Toyota vehicles. Best-selling Toyota and Lexus. Nameplates globally, FI 2021. Rank. In Toyota. Model. Sales. Thousands of units. 1. Toyota Corolla, 1,312. 2. Toyota RAV4 980. 3. Toyota Yaris 743. 4. Toyota Camry 685. 5. Toyota Hilux 605. 6. Toyota Highlander 466. 7. Toyota Tacoma 268. 8. Toyota CHR 235. 9. Toyota Levin 221. 10. Lexus RX 199. In 2009, Toyota officially listed about 70 different models including sedans, coupes, trucks, vans, crossovers, and hybrids that were offered under its own brand. Numerous of these models, which include the small Corolla, mid-size Camry, full-size Camry, and subcompact Toyota Yaris, are made as passenger sedans. Size Avalon. Minivans include the Innova, Alphard/Velfire, Sienna, and others. Several small cars, such as the XB and TC, were sold under the Scion brand. SUVs and crossovers. Toyota CHR. Toyota RAV4. As the market shifted toward SUVs in the late 2010s and early 2020s, Toyota's lineup of SUVs and crossovers expanded rapidly. From the subcompact Yaris Cross and CHR, to the small Corolla Cross and RAV4, to the midsize Harrier/Venza and Kluger/Highlander, Toyota offers a variety of crossover vehicles. The Race and Urban Cruiser are two more crossovers. 111. The full-size Land Cruiser and the midsize Fortuner are two examples of Toyota SUVs. The Rush, Prado, FJ Cruiser, 4Runner, and Sequoia are some other SUVs. Pickup trucks. Toyota Hilux, Global. US/Canada. Toyota Tacoma. In 1947, Toyota made their pickup truck debut with the SB, which was exclusively offered in Japan and a few other Asian countries. It was succeeded in 1954 by the RK, which became the Stout in 1959, and the smaller Hilux in 1968. With further development, the Hilux, also referred to as the pickup in various markets, became well known for its exceptional dependability and durability. 112. Later, Toyota added crew cab and extended cab models. Depending on the region, Toyota still makes these vehicles today under other names, in a range of cab lengths, with gasoline or diesel engines, and in 2WD and 4WD configurations. The Hilux became a popular model for the firm in North America, which prompted the 1995 launch of the Tacoma. Although it was designed to better meet the needs of North American consumers, who frequently use pickup trucks as personal automobiles, the Tacoma was based on the Hilux. The Tacoma became the best-selling small pickup in North America as a result of the design's success. Toyota made the decision to join the full-size truck market, which has historically been controlled by local automakers, following the popularity of its little Hilux pickups in North America. The T100 was first offered by the firm for the US model year 1993. The T100's engine and suspension characteristics were similar to those of a compact pickup, despite its full-size 8-foot, 2.4 m, long bed. Sales were poor, and the T100 received flack for being too small, too expensive, due to the 25% duty on imported vehicles, lacking an extended cab model, and having a small V6 engine, particularly in comparison to the V8 engines frequently seen in American full-size trucks. Toyota gave the T100 an extended cab model and the more potent V6 engine from the new Tacoma in 1995. 114. The larger Tundra, which would be produced in the US with a V8 engine and style that more closely matched other American full-size trucks, took the place of Toyota's T100 in 1999. Toyota gave the T100 an extended cab model and the more potent V6 engine from the new Tacoma in 1995. 114. The larger Tundra, which would be produced in the US with a V8 engine and style that more closely matched other American full-size trucks, took the place of Toyota's T100 in 1999. Luxury vehicles. See also, Lexus. Toyota Crown RS, 15th generation, S220, 2018. In the Japanese home market, Toyota has two flagship models, the Crown Premium Sedan and the Century Limousine. Toyota sought to increase the range of luxury vehicles it offered in the 1980s, but it soon discovered that its flagship models for the Japanese market were not very appealing to the world market and could not compete with well-known brands like Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Jaguar, or with the Acura and Infiniti brands that Japanese rivals were introducing. Prior to the end of the decade, Toyota unveiled Lexus, a brand new business created to sell and maintain high-end cars outside of Japan. At a cost of more than $1 billion, the corporation created the brand and its cars behind closed doors since August 1983. 4748. The successful launch of the Lexus brand may be attributed in large part to the 1989 debut of the Lexus LS flagship full-size car, which was met with robust sales. The division then introduced SUV, coupe, convertible, and sedan vehicles. The Lexus brand was introduced to the Japanese market in 2005. Previously all vehicles marketed internationally as Lexus from 1989 to 2005 were released in Japan under the Toyota mark. Buses. The 17-passenger Toyota Coaster minibus was first introduced in 1969. In addition to being utilized extensively as public transportation in Japan, Singapore, Hong Kong, Australia, and the developing globe, minibus operators in Africa, the Middle East, South Asia, the Caribbean, and South America also use the coaster. Technology. Hybrid electric vehicles. Main article, Toyota hybrid vehicles. See also, hybrid synergy drive and Toyota Prius. The Toyota Prius, flagship of Toyota's hybrid technology, is the world's best-selling hybrid car. Following the debut of the XW10 Toyota Prius in 1997, Toyota became the world leader in sales of hybrid electric vehicles. It is also among the main firms that have promoted the widespread adoption of hybrid vehicles worldwide. 117 Hybrid Synergy Drive, the company's series hybrid technology, was initially introduced to the Camry and later extended to the luxury Lexus division. The technology is now used in many Toyota vehicles. Toyota Motor Corporation has sold over 15 million hybrid vehicles since 1997. As of January 2020, the automaker offers 44 hybrid passenger car models under the Lexus and Toyota brands in more than 90 countries and regions worldwide. As of January 2017, the Prius family had sold about 4 million hybrid gasoline-electric vehicles globally, making it the best-selling nameplate in the world for these vehicles. Hydrogen fuel cell. See also, Toyota Mirai. The Toyota Mirai fuel cell vehicle. The Toyota Sara fuel cell bus. Based on the production SUV Toyota Highlander, Toyota launched a development and demonstration program in 2002 to test the Toyota FCHV, a hybrid hydrogen fuel cell vehicle. Additionally, Toyota constructed an FCHV bus based on the low-floor Hino Blue Ribbon City bus. Since 1997, Toyota has constructed a number of FCHV prototypes and concepts, including the Toyota FCHV1, FCHV2, FCHV3, FCHV4, and Toyota FCHV-ADV. At the 2011 Tokyo Motor Show, the Toyota FCVR fuel cell concept car was shown. Under the Japanese JC08 test cycle, the FCVR vehicle can travel 435 miles, 700 kilometers, on a fuel cell stack that includes a 70 MPa high-pressure hydrogen tank. The automobile can accommodate 4 passengers. According to Toyota, the vehicle was intended to go on sale in 2015. In August 2012, Toyota said that it would start retailing hydrogen fuel cell vehicles in California in 2015. Toyota plans to set the standard for this technology. The first prototype hydrogen fuel cell car will be on show at the Tokyo Motor Show in November 2013 and the American 2014 Consumer Electronics Show in January 2014. At the Los Angeles Auto Show in November 2014, Toyota presented the Toyota Mirai, which is Japanese for future and is the company's first commercially available hydrogen fuel cell vehicle. In January 2015, it was announced that production of the Mirai fuel cell vehicle would increase from 700 units in 2015 to approximately 2,000 in 2016 and 3,000 in 2017. On December 15, 2014, sales in Japan started at a price of 6,700,000 yen, or roughly $57,400. The Japanese government intends to provide a 2 million yen, $19,600, subsidy to encourage the commercialization of fuel cell automobiles. Before any government incentives, retail sales in the US started in August 2015 at a price of $57,500. The Mirai will only be sold in California at first. 128 September 2015 is the planned release date for the European market, which will start in the UK, Germany, and Denmark and expand to additional nations in 2017. In Germany, prices begin at €60,000, about $75,140, plus €78,540 for VAT. In 2015, Toyota intends to encourage the worldwide development of hydrogen fuel cell technology by making 5,600 of its patents available for free usage through 2020. Toyota has put more effort into creating trucks that run on hydrogen since the middle of the 2010s. In 2017, 134, it unveiled a heavy-duty semi-truck tractor for the first time, and in 2023, it revealed a kit for converting current diesel truck engines to run on hydrogen. 135 The UK's Department for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy and the firm inked a £11.3 million government agreement in late 2022 to support the development of a hydrogen-powered Hilux pickup truck. Plug-in hybrids. Main articles: Toyota Prius plug-in hybrid and Toyota RAV4 Prime. Second generation Toyota Prius plug-in hybrid. Following its display in late 2009, 600 pre-production test cars were part of a global demonstration program for the Prius plug-in hybrid concept. The cars had data tracking devices installed in order to enable Toyota to keep an eye on the operation of the vehicles, which were leased to government and fleet customers. The car had 2 extra lithium-ion batteries installed in addition to the standard hybrid battery pack. It was based on the third-generation Toyota Prius. When the extra batteries run low, the internal combustion engine is used less to power the vehicle. At that point, the batteries are disconnected from the system. With the primary hybrid battery pack, they are not utilized in tandem. In September 2011, following the completion of the demonstration program, the Prius plug-in hybrid's production model was shown. The United States Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, assessed the production Prius plug-in to have a range of 18 kilometers, 11 miles, in mixed mode, primarily electric, but supplemented by the internal combustion engine. The vehicle's top speed when running only on electricity was 100 kilometers per hour, 62 miles per hour, 138 in the end. Toyota only produced a limited number of cars 75,400 between 2012 and 2016. Early in 2016, the second-generation Prius plug-in known as the Prius Prime in the US was released. 140 This model would be developed in tandem with the fourth-generation Prius, unlike the previous generation, where the plug-in battery was limited by having to be added to the existing Prius. This would allow Toyota to increase the range to 40 kilometers, 25 miles, with a top speed of 135 kilometers per hour, 84 miles per hour, without requiring the assistance of the internal combustion engine 141. Beginning in late 2016, Toyota projected that sales of the second-generation Prius plug-in would reach 60,000 units annually worldwide. In December 2019, Toyota introduced the RAV4 PHV, also known as the RAV4 Prime in the US, as their second plug-in hybrid vehicle. With an estimated EPA-estimated all-electric range of 68 kilometers, 42 miles, and a combined power output of 225 kilowatts, 302 horsepower, the car is now Toyota's fastest production vehicle behind the GR Super 3.0 sports car 143. Midway through 2020, sales began. Battery electric vehicles. Toyota bZ4X. Toyota has come under fire for its tardiness in expanding its inventory to include battery electric cars. It has actively lobbied against government regulations to switch to zero-emission vehicles and has publicly expressed skepticism toward battery electric vehicles, preferring to focus on hybrid and hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. 144. Only a tiny percentage of the company's vehicles are battery electric as of 2023, which has drawn criticism from various public interest and environmental groups. 146. 147. By 2030, the business hopes to reach 3.5 million annual sales of electrified automobiles. 89. The business has acknowledged that it still sees a place for other technologies, such as hydrogen fuel cell and hybrid cars, in its operations. When the California Air Resources Board required all automakers to provide zero-emission vehicles in the late 1990s, Toyota responded by developing the first-generation Toyota RAV4 EV electric vehicle as a compliance vehicle. 151 between 1997 and 2003, 1,484 vehicles were leased and/or sold in California until the state abandoned its requirement as a result of legal pressure from automotive lawsuits. 2010 saw the development of a second generation of RAV4 EVs as part of an agreement with Tesla. In August 2012, the production version, which uses Tesla's battery pack, electronics, and powertrain, was revealed. Before it was terminated in 2014, the RAV4 EV had a short production run of little under 3,000 units. 156 marred by clashes between engineers is how Bloomberg News described the relationship between Tesla and Toyota. Based on a modified Toyota IQ platform, Toyota debuted 3 generations of concept electric cars in 2009 under the name FT-EV. The Toyota IQ EV, Scion IQ EV in the US, Toyota EQ in Japan, was supposed to be produced, the company stated in late 2012. 158. However, production was eventually limited to 100 vehicles for exclusive fleet usage in the US and Japan. In late 2012, Toyota announced that it would back away from fully electric vehicles, after producing less than 5,000. At the time, the company's vice chairman, Takeshi Uchiyamada, said, "The current capabilities of electric vehicles do not meet society's needs, whether it may be the distance the cars can run, or the costs, or how it takes a long time to charge." As early as 2016, Toyota CFO Takahiko Ijishi sent a strong signal that Toyota soon plans to jump on the battery bandwagon and make electric cars, despite expressing skeptical views about their range and charging times, according to the Wall Street Journal, marking a change in the company's previously battery-agnostic stance. 159 According to Toyota, it will produce and market battery electric cars if and when laws and consumer demands so dictate. A year later, Toyota gave a press conference in Tokyo an update on its plans for electric vehicles between 2020 and 2030. The company stated that it would launch more than 10 battery electric vehicles globally by the early 2020s, starting in China and moving on to Japan, Europe, the US, and India. In April 2019, Toyota introduced the CHR-EV, its first mass-produced pure electric model in China, along with an identical twin called the IZOA-EV. It went on sale in April 2020 and May 2020 respectively. Nikkei reported in October 2020 that Toyota had only sold less than 2,000 units in the first 8 months of the year. 162. Toyota introduced the C Plus Pod in late 2020, a two-seater K car with an estimated range of 100 kilometers, 62 miles, and a top speed of 60 kilometers per hour, 37 miles per hour. In December 2020, Toyota CEO Akio Toyoda said that electric vehicles are overly hyped and that they wouldn't necessarily cut carbon dioxide emissions in Japan because the nation mostly generates power through the combustion of coal and natural gas. He added that merely moving to EVs would result in the loss of millions of jobs and drive down the price of automobiles, and that the infrastructure required for Japan to achieve the full transition to EVs would cost between $135 billion and $358 billion. When the bZ4X electric crossover SUV goes on sale in mid-2022, it will be the first car constructed on the ETNGA platform. Toyota unveiled the vehicle in April 2021. 166. It is the first car in the battery electric Beyond Zero, BZ, Series 167. In addition, the corporation has announced that by 2025, 7 BZ models out of 15 BEV models will be introduced worldwide. When the bZ4X electric crossover SUV goes on sale in mid-2022, it will be the first car constructed on the ETNGA platform. Toyota unveiled the vehicle in April 2021. 166. It is the first car in the battery electric Beyond Zero, BZ, Series 167. In addition, the corporation has announced that by 2025, 7 BZ models out of 15 BEV models will be introduced worldwide. In June 2021, Transport and Environment ranked Toyota as the least ready OEM to transition to battery electric vehicles by 2030, stating, "Toyota has not set a target for 2030 and it plans to produce just 10% BEVs in 2025. It is expected to rely on polluting hybrid technologies." Akio Toyoda shows prototypes of 15 BEVs during Toyota's briefing on BEV strategies in December 2021. Toyota said in Tokyo in December 2021 that it will launch 30 battery electric models by 2030, sell 3.5 million BEVs annually by then, and make Lexus, its luxury brand, entirely battery operated in North America, Europe, and China by then. The business declared that it will be investing $70 billion in electrification. During a discussion held in conjunction with the G7 meeting in May 2023, Akio Toyoda stated that hybrid cars which combine battery electric and internal combustion engine technology will be available in addition to battery electric vehicles. Toyota and Panasonic have been working together to develop solid-state batteries, and by the end of 2020, the business will have more than 1,000 patents covering solid-state batteries. 171. The Toyota LQ concept has the technology installed. Toyota anticipates that the technology will result in a 30% boost in battery electric car efficiency and a corresponding 30% reduction in battery costs. Autonomous vehicles. Main article, Woven by Toyota Incorporated. Woven by Toyota Incorporated is the mobility technology subsidiary of Toyota Motor Corporation, creating and managing the software for Toyota's vehicle operating system, One Automated Driving, and Safety. It has an investment fund, Woven Capital. Description: formerly known as the Toyota Research Institute Advanced Development, TRI, AD, Woven by Toyota is a division of the Toyota Motor Corporation. It was founded by Toyota in 2018. In 2021, it was called Woven Planet Holdings Incorporated, and changed its name to Woven by Toyota Incorporated in 2023. For Toyota Woven City in Japan, Woven by Toyota creates and manages a mobility software platform and related technologies. Former CEO of Toyota and Representative Director James Kuffner stated, "Software can accelerate our progress toward an advanced mobility society at this critical juncture for the industry. Toyota's Woven technology is essential, and our own software platform will help Toyota develop next-generation BEVs while also enhancing the utility of mobility in many facets of our lives." Toyota e-Palette. It's also believed that Toyota is far behind in the development of smart car technologies. 172. Despite having debuted its first autonomous test vehicle in 2017, the business has been working on its own autonomous technologies, which it has dubbed Chauffeur for complete self-driving and Guardian for driver assistance. Nevertheless, neither of these has been implemented in any vehicles that are currently in production. By 2018, the company had established a sizable R&D department, having invested nearly $4 billion to establish a research institute for autonomous vehicles in Silicon Valley, California. 172 and another 300 billion yen on a comparable research institute in Tokyo, which it intended to collaborate with other Toyota Group companies as well as auto suppliers Aisin Seiki and Denso. Additionally, Toyota has been working with companies developing autonomous car technology and, in certain circumstances, buying the businesses. Toyota invested a total of $1 billion in the self-driving car sector of rival ride-hailing service Uber. 178 and spent $550 million purchasing Lyft's autonomous vehicle section. Toyota also invested $400 million in autonomous vehicle technology company Pony.ai, and announced a partnership with Chinese electronics e-commerce company Kogobai to build a smart car ecosystem. In December 2020, Toyota showcased the 20-passenger e-Palette shared autonomous vehicle, which was used at the 2021 Tokyo Olympic Games. 182 Toyota has announced it intends to have the vehicle available for commercial applications before 2025. Toyota began construction on the Woven City in February 2021, describing it as a 175-acre high-tech, sensor-laden metropolis at the base of Mount Fuji. When the Woven City is finished in 2024, its citizens will be involved in a living laboratory experiment where autonomous vehicles for delivery, transportation, and mobile businesses will be tested. Motorsports. Main article, Toyota in Motorsport. See also, Toyota Gazoo Racing and Toyota Racing Development. The Toyota TS050 hybrid that won the 2018 24 Hours of Le Mans, preserved with dirt from the race. Toyota has been involved in many global motorsports series, providing vehicles, engines, and other auto parts under both the Toyota and Lexus brands. Toyota's performance brand, Toyota Gazoo Racing, GR, is utilized in numerous international motorsport competitions. In the FIA World Endurance Championship, Toyota Gazoo Racing Europe, situated in Cologne, Germany, competes, and in the FIA World Rally Championship, Toyota Gazoo Racing WRT, situated in Finland, does as well. In the Dakar Rally, Toyota Gazoo Racing South Africa participates. The Toyota Racing team participated in Formula One competitions from 2002 to 2009. In the 24 Hours of Le Mans, Toyota emerged victorious 5 times in a row between 2018 and 2022, competing with the Toyota TS050 hybrid and Toyota GR010 hybrid. Toyota Racing Development USA, TRD USA, is responsible for participation in major motorsports contests in the United States including NASCAR, NHRA, Indy Racing League and Formula Drift. Toyota also makes engines and other auto parts for other Japanese motorsports including Super Formula, Super GT, Formula 3, and Toyota Racing Series. Non-automotive activities. Aircraft. Toyota has invested $67.2 million in Mitsubishi Aircraft Corporation, a new venture that will develop the Mitsubishi regional jet, with initial deliveries scheduled for 2017. Toyota is a minority shareholder in the company. Toyota also looked into entering the general aviation sector, and in 2002 it signed a deal with Scaled Composites to build the TAA-1, an aircraft proof of concept. Boats for Pleasure in 1997, building on a previous partnership with Yamaha Marine, Toyota created Toyota Marine, Bulletin-Ilding private motorboats are now only accessible in Japan. The opulent vessel is offered for sale at 54 sites throughout Japan via a small network called the Toyota Panam series. On May 26, 2017, a boat started to bear the Lexus logo. Philanthropy. The Toyota Municipal Museum of Art in Ikea, sponsored by the manufacturer Toyota, is a supporter of numerous charitable endeavors in fields like disaster assistance, safety, education, and conservation. Toyota has collaborated with numerous U.S. groups, such as the National Center for Family Literacy, Leaders in Environmental Action for the Future, LEAF, the Boys and Girls Club, and the American Red Cross. The goal of the Toyota USA Foundation is to promote STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, education. In addition, Toyota works with nonprofits to improve their processes and operations, such as the Food Bank for New York City. Food Bank for New York City is a nonprofit social services organization and the major hunger relief organization working against hunger in the 5 boroughs. Its aim is to organize food, information, and support for needy citizens of New York City. History edit. The Food Bank for New York City was founded in 1983. It has a network of approximately 1,200 emergency and community food providers, including soup kitchens, food pantries, shelters, low-income daycare centers, as well as senior, youth and rehabilitation centers. Food Bank helps to provide approximately 400,000 free meals daily. Since its inception, it has collected, warehoused and distributed more than 744 million pounds of food. 3. Food Bank has a staff of over 100 full-time employees and is governed by a voluntary board of directors. Food Bank is a certified member of Feeding America 4 and the New York State Food Bank Association. In July 2007, the Food Bank acquired Food Change, Inc. 5. Mission and Services Edit. Founded on research showing that approximately 2 million New Yorkers are at risk of hunger 6 and that more than half of city households with children would not be able to afford food for their families within 3 months of the loss of a job or household income. 7. The Food Bank works to fight hunger with food. Donated from, among other sources, the Fulton Fish Market, the Hunts Point Meat and Produce Markets, the Hunts Point Cooperative Market, government agencies, and America's Second Harvest. In addition, Food Bank runs Kids Cafe, an after-school program providing free meals to children. According to the organization's 2013 annual report, Food Bank is the largest anti-hunger network in the United States, providing food and services responsible for 72.5 million meals a year. 8. According to the 2017 annual report, Food Bank has provides 1.3 billion needed meals since its foundation in 1983. 9. Additionally, Toyota finances a range of projects in Japan. Giving donations in the 3 areas of social welfare, education, and culture, and human and natural environments, the Toyota Foundation adopts a worldwide approach. Higher education. Sakaki Toyota had intended for Toyota to build a university as soon as he and Toyota achieved success, which is why Toyota founded the Toyota Technological Institute in 1981. In 2003, the Toyota Technological Institute established its Chicago location. Toyota sponsors several programs, including Toyota-funded scholarship, Toyota Driving Expectations, Toyota Youth for Understanding Summer Exchange Scholarship Program, Toyota International Teacher Program, Toyota Tapestry, Toyota Community Scholars, High School Student Scholarship Program, and United States Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Internship Program. It has helped fund several regional educational initiatives as well as scholarships for universities in Kentucky, Indiana, and other places. Robotics. Main article, Toyota Partner Robot. Robot from Toyota that plays the trumpet. Toyota debuted their robot trumpet player in 2004. Toyota has been working on multitasking robots for industry, entertainment, and senior care. The brain-machine interface is one particular instance of Toyota's work in the field of robotics for the elderly. It is a wheelchair-specific device that allows a person to control an electric wheelchair accurately, almost in real time by using their thoughts. 199 With a mere delay of thinking to movement, the wheelchair can move left, right, and forward thanks to the mind controls. 125 milliseconds. 199 Toyota also played a part in the development of Kirobo, a robotic astronaut. In 2017, the company introduced THR-3, a humanoid robot with the ability to be remotely controlled. The robot can copy the motions of a connected person. The 2017 version used wires for the connection, but the 2018 version used 5G from a distance up to 10 kilometers (6.2 miles). Agricultural biotechnology. Toyota invests in several small startup businesses and partnerships in biotechnology, including PT Toyota Bio Indonesia in Lampung, Indonesia. Australian Afforestation Party Limited in Western Australia and Southern Australia. Toyota Floritech Co. Limited in Rakashomura, Kamikita District, Aomori Prefecture. Sichuan Toyota Niton Development Co. Limited in Sichuan, China. Toyota Roof Garden Corporation in Mayashicho, Ika Prefecture. Brand of sewing machine. Another company in the Toyota Group, Aisin, markets their sewing machines for home usage with the identical Toyota wordmark logo. Kiichiro Toyota established Aisin subsequent to founding the Toyota Motor Corporation. Despite the fact that the businesses are separate, Aisin claims he chose to use the same Toyota branding on his vehicle business since he was so happy with the first sewing machine. Carbon removal. Further information: carbon capture and utilization, carbon footprint, electrochemical reduction of carbon dioxide, and heterogeneous catalysis. Toyota Ventures is one of the corporate investors that has contributed $40 million to the Air Company, a carbon-negative vodka distiller and manufacturer of hand sanitizers and perfumes that uses heterogeneous catalysis to turn captured carbon into ethanol. Other investors include JetBlue Technology Ventures and Parley for the Oceans. Ecological campaigns. According to Toyota, the company is dedicated to becoming carbon neutral by the year 2050 and has set a target to cut its total carbon emissions by 90% from 2010 levels by then 2004-2005. With an aim of having solar panels installed on the roofs of all of its dealerships worldwide by 2050, the corporation has made significant investments in solar energy. 206 Toyota has also collaborated with a number of renewable energy firms to encourage the use of solar and wind energy. Most recently, the company developed hydrogen refueling stations in Japan with Eneos Corporation. To lessen the influence of its operations on the environment, Toyota has started a comprehensive campaign named Global Environmental Challenge 2050. Toyota has set 6 environmental targets for itself to meet by 2050. These include cutting back on carbon emissions, conserving water, encouraging material recycling and reuse, and boosting the use of renewable energy sources. 208 In order to encourage sustainability throughout its supply chain, the corporation has also put in place a number of initiatives, such as campaigns to cut waste, conserve water, and support sustainable agriculture. Toyota, for instance, aims to send zero trash to landfills through the implementation of a zero-waste program at its manufacturing facilities. Controversies. Corrosion lawsuit. To resolve claims that about 1.5 million Tacoma, Tundra, and Sequoia pickup trucks and SUVs possessed frames that were prone to corrosion and perforation, Toyota agreed to pay $3.4 billion in November 2016. Court documents claim that the rust may get to the point where it jeopardizes the vehicle's structural integrity. Death from overwork. See also, Karoshi. Kenichi Uchino, a 30-year-old manager of quality control, passed away at work on February 9, 2000, and 211-212 on January 2, 2006. A 45-year-old unidentified Camry hybrid head engineer passed away in his bed from heart failure. Fines for environmental breaches. In 2003, Toyota was fined $34 million for violating the United States Clean Air Act, as 2.2 million vehicles it sold had defective smog control computers. In January 2021, Toyota was fined $180 million for delays in reporting emissions-related defects to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA. Between 2005 and 2015, the acting U.S. attorney said that the delays likely led to delayed or avoided emissions-related recalls, although Toyota stated that despite the delays in reporting the issues to the EPA, it had notified customers and fixed the cars with the emissions defects. 215 at the time. This was the biggest civil penalty ever levied for violating the EPA's emission reporting requirements. 2009 to 2011 unintended acceleration recalls. See also, 2009 to 2011 Toyota vehicle recalls. Following allegations that some drivers had experienced unintentional acceleration, Toyota underwent recalls of millions of vehicles between 2009 and 2011 in response to pressure from the U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA. In order to keep a floor mat on the driver's side from sliding into the foot pedal well and trapping the pedals, there was an initial recall in November 2009. The second recall was initiated in January 2010 following the discovery that floor mats may not have been the cause of certain collisions, instead suggesting that the accelerator pedal may have stuck mechanically. 56 The recalls affected almost 9 million automobiles and trucks globally. The NHTSA was notified of 37 deaths that were purportedly caused by unintentional acceleration. However, the precise number of deaths was never confirmed. 57 Toyota was hit with about 100 lawsuits as a result of the issues, including ones from the families of the deceased, wounded drivers, car owners who lost money on their vehicles, and investors whose stock dropped in value. Although the majority of wrongful death and personal injury cases were resolved in private, Toyota did spend more than $1 billion to settle a class action lawsuit to compensate owners for lost resale value, and the company agreed to pay a $1.2 billion criminal penalty to the United States government over accusations that it had intentionally hid information about safety defects from the public and had made deceptive statements to protect its brand image. The penalty was the largest ever levied against a car company. 61. Takata airbag recalls. See also, Takata airbag recalls. Toyota was impacted by a recall of faulty airbag inflators made by Takata. The inflators can explode, shooting metal fragments into the vehicle cabin. Millions of vehicles produced between 2000 and 2014 were impacted by the recall, with some needing multiple repairs. 217. June 2010 Chinese labor strike. On June 21, 2010, a Chinese labor strike happened in Tianjin Toyota Gozei Co., Tianjin. Workers demanded better wages and treatment. 218. Extremist usage. In 2015, American authorities questioned Toyota about how the Islamic State managed to obtain so many Toyota vehicles. 219 There is proof that other terrorist groups like the Taliban, Hamas, Al-Shabaab, and Somali pirates have also driven Toyota vehicles. 220 221 222 Toyota representatives have stated that the company cannot track aftermarket sales, that it has a strict policy not to sell cars to buyers who might use or modify them for paramilitary or terrorist activities, and that it has worked with the U.S. Treasury to brief them on Toyota's Middle East supply chain. Misleading marketing. Toyota has frequently referred to its non-plug-in hybrid cars as self-charging hybrid cars in its marketing. Some customers were misled into thinking that these cars automatically recharge their batteries when they are not in use, which has led to complaints that the phrase is misleading. Ireland received complaints on self-charging hybrid advertising. However, the Advertising Standards Authority of Ireland dismissed the complaints 226. However, the Norwegian Consumer Authority outlawed the advertisements in Norway in 2020, citing the following reason: it is misleading to give the impression that the power to the hybrid battery is free of charge, since the consumption of gasoline is a necessary condition for the electricity produced by the car. Irish EVS, an electric vehicle website, blasted Toyota Ireland for hiring University College Dublin to research just 7 of its hybrid car models over the course of 7 days in order to produce a news release regarding the car's efficiency. 229 Toyota Ireland was also criticized on the website for citing opinion surveys to support a claim on their CO2 emissions on Twitter. Results of crash tests are rigged. It was discovered in April 2023 that Daihatsu, a Toyota affiliate, had cheated by manipulating certain models to outperform real production cars in crash tests. The front door inside panel of the vehicles in issue featured a notch that prevented the potential for the side airbag to deploy, cutting an occupant with a sharp edge created by the accident. The testing vehicles had this notch, but the public sale ones did not. 4 cars were impacted by the problem: the Toyota Yaris Active, often referred to as the Vios, the Perodua Axia, the Toyota Agya, and an unnamed forthcoming product. There was no recall due to the problem. Corporate Affairs. Principal Headquarters Building of Toyota. The city of Toyota, which was once known as Koromo until 1951 when it changed its name to reflect the car maker, is home to Toyota's headquarters. In Japan's Ike Prefecture sits Toyota City. Toyota's main office is housed in a 4-story structure that has been called modest. 233 The company's CEO, Akio Toyoda, stated in 2013 that the dearth of facilities in the city made it difficult to keep foreign workers at the headquarters. The Honsha plant, established in 1938, and the 14-story Toyota Technical Center encircling the corporate headquarters. Within the Toyota Group, Toyota and its affiliates operate 32 plants around Japan, including 17 industrial locations in Ike Prefecture. Toyota also operates offices in Bunkyo, Tokyo, and Nakamura-ku, Nagaya. Worldwide presence. See also, List of Toyota manufacturing facilities. Top 10 Toyota and Lexus vehicle sales. By country, 2022 235. Rank. In Toyota. Location. Vehicle. Sales. 1. United States. 2.108,460. 2. China. 1.940,590. 3. Japan. 1.289,132. 4. GCC. 390,294. 5. Indonesia. 334.98. 6. Thailand. 288,810. 7. Australia. 238,139. 8. Canada. 200,205. 9. Brazil. 191,653. 10. Philippines. 174,106. As one of the biggest automakers in the world by volume of production, Toyota has facilities across the majority of the globe in addition to Japan, Argentina, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, Colombia, the Czech Republic, France, Indonesia, Mexico, the Philippines, Poland, Russia, South Africa, Thailand, Turkey, the United Kingdom, the United States, and Venezuela are among the countries where the company places its car assemblies. Additionally, the company also has joint venture, licensed, or contract factories in China, France, India, Malaysia, Pakistan, Taiwan, the United States, and Vietnam. North America. Main article, Toyota Motor North America. The Toyota Camry is assembled in several facilities around the world including Australia, China, Taiwan, Japan, Malaysia, the Philippines, Russia, Thailand, India, Vietnam, and the United States. With its main office located in Plano, Texas, Toyota Motor North America serves as the holding company for all of the Toyota Motor Corporation's businesses in the US, Canada, and Mexico. The current Toyota was formed in 2017 through the merger of three companies, Toyota Motor North America Incorporated, which was in charge of Toyota's corporate operations, Toyota Motor Sales, USA, Inc., which was in charge of marketing, sales, and distribution in the country, and Toyota Motor Engineering and Manufacturing North America, which was in charge of managing all assembly plants in the area. Toyota's operations in North America commenced on October 31, 1957. Even though their legal names are still in use, all three businesses function as a single unit out of the same headquarters. Toyota has a large presence in the United States with 6 major assembly plants in Huntsville, Alabama, Georgetown, Kentucky, Princeton, Indiana, San Antonio, Texas, Buffalo, West Virginia, and Blue Springs, Mississippi. In 2018, Toyota and Mazda announced a joint venture plant that will produce vehicles in Huntsville, Alabama, starting in 2021. In an attempt to capture the full-size pickup market in the US, it has begun manufacturing larger trucks, such the recently released Tundra. In the US, Toyota is also actively promoting hybrid electric vehicles, including the Prius, Highlander, Camry, and several Lexus models. Toyota does not currently have any intentions to provide diesel engine alternatives for any of its products in North America, including pickup trucks. Toyota Canada Incorporated, which is part of Toyota Motor North America, handles marketing, sales, and distribution in Canada. Toyota Motor Manufacturing Canada operates 3 assembly plants, 2 in Cambridge, Ontario, and 1 in Woodstock, Ontario. 238 In 2006, Toyota's subsidiary Hino Motors opened a heavy-duty truck plant, also in Woodstock, employing 45 people and producing 2,000 trucks annually. Europe/Western Asia. Main article, Toyota Motor Europe. Top 10 Toyota and Lexus vehicle production. By country, 2022 235. Rank. In Toyota. Location. Vehicle. Production. 1. Japan. 2,656,009. 2. China. 1,839,772. 3. United States. 1,129,988. 4. Thailand. 659,252. 5. Canada. 433,077. 6. Indonesia. 268,150. 7. Mexico. 267,775. 8. France. 255,936. 9. Brazil. 224,272. 10. Turkey. 215,798. All of the Toyota Motor Corporation's activities in Europe and Western Asia are managed by Toyota Motor Europe, which has its headquarters in Brussels, Belgium. In 1963, Toyota started conducting business in Europe. With 9 production plants throughout Europe, Toyota is a major player in the Poland, Czech Republic, Bern-Aston, England, Deeside, England, Onning, France, Jelglaskowice, Poland, Wałbrzych, Poland, Ovar, Portugal, St. Petersburg, Russia, and Arafai, Turkey. 240 Toyota also operates a joint venture plant with Citroën and Peugeot in Valenciennes, France. Australia. Main article, Toyota Australia. One of the first nations outside of Japan to assemble Toyotas was Australia in 1963. but Toyota was the latest of the big Australian automakers to declare the end of manufacture there in February 2014. On October 3, 2017, Toyota's Australian facility was closed, having produced 3,451,155 automobiles in total. When production peaked in October 2007, Toyota produced 15,000 vehicles per month. Prior to Toyota, Ford, Holden from GM, and Toyota had all announced similar actions, citing high production costs and an unfavorable currency. Financials. Toyota is publicly traded on the Tokyo, Osaka, Nagoya, Fukuoka, and Sapporo exchanges. Under company code TAIO, 7203. In Japan, Toyota's stock is a component of the Nikkei 225 and Topix Core 30 indices. In addition, Toyota is foreign listed on the New York Stock Exchange under NYSE, TM, and on the London Stock Exchange under LSE, TYT. Toyota has been publicly traded in Japan since 1949 and internationally since 1999. Company strategy. In Japan's Miyagi Prefecture, near Sendai, in Ohira, there is a new Toyota factory. The March 11 earthquake and tsunami ravaged the area a month after this photo was shot. Despite only minor damage, the factory remained closed for over a month, primarily because of a shortage of energy and supplies and severely damaged Sendai port. The Toyota Way. Main article, The Toyota Way. The Toyota Way is a set of principles and behaviors that underlie the company's approach to management and production, which is further defined as the Toyota Production System. The company has been developing its corporate philosophy since 1948 and passing it on as implicit knowledge to new employees. However, in 2001, as the business grew internationally, its management formally recognized and clarified the Toyota Way. Toyota summed it up as having two main pillars: respect for people and ongoing improvement. Three principles make up the continuous improvement pillar: Genchi Genbutsu, go and see the process to make accurate decisions; Kaizen, a continuous improvement process; and challenge, create a long-term vision. The two pillars of respect for people are cooperation and respect. The Toyota Way was published in 2004 by Dr. Jeffrey Liker, an industrial engineering professor at the University of Michigan. Liker refers to the Toyota Way as a system designed to provide people the tools to continually improve their work in his book. Respect and cooperation are the two cornerstones of treating others with dignity. Dr. Jeffrey Liker, an industrial engineering professor at the University of Michigan, authored the Toyota Way in 2004. A system designed to provide people the tools to continually improve their work is how Liker describes the Toyota Way in his book. Liker claims that the Toyota Way consists of 14 principles that are grouped into 4 themes. 1. Long-term philosophy. 2. The right process will yield the right results. 3. Add value to the organization by developing your people. And 4. Organizational learning is driven by continuously solving root problems. The Wikipedia article on the Toyota Way goes into additional detail about each of the 14 principles. Toyota Production System. Main article, Toyota Production System.
Yeah.
The Toyota Way also influenced the way the business approached manufacturing. It was a pioneer in the field of lean manufacturing. The two primary pillars that the corporation uses to characterize the Toyota Production System are Jidoka, automation with a human touch, and produce only what is needed, only when it is needed, and only in the amount that is needed. There are 3 competing theories on the origins of the Toyota production method. 1. Business leaders examined the just-in-time distribution method of grocery store chain Piggly Wiggly while on a 1950 training tour with Ford Motor Business 249. 2. That they read W. Edwards Deming's publications 250. 3. That they acquired the concepts from a U.S. government training program from World War II, training within industry. In the 1990s, the company started training its parts suppliers on the Toyota Production System, which it had developed in-house. Following interest from other businesses in the training, Toyota subsequently began providing training sessions. The business has also given non-profit organizations the training in order to boost their productivity and, consequently, their capacity to assist people. Logo and branding. Employee at the Toyota Automobile Museum explains development of Toyota name and brand. With the Model A, Toyota made its entry into the passenger automobile market in 1936. To create a new logo that would highlight speed for this new product line, a competition was held. Following the receipt of 27,000 entries, one was chosen, leading to the inclusion of the moniker Toyota from the family name Toyota, which means rice paddy. The 8 strokes of the new name, which was thought to sound nicer, were connected to prosperity and good fortune in the Japanese language. The initial logo included a highly stylized rendition of Toyota's katakana characters. When the business began to grow abroad in the late 1950s, word marks featuring the English version of the company name Toyota in all capital letters were added to the katakana character logo. In October 1989, Toyota unveiled a global logo to mark the company's 50th anniversary and set itself apart from the recently launched luxury Lexus brand. 253 3 ovals come together to form the letter T in the logo, which stands for Toyota. According to Toyota, the larger oval surrounding both of these inner ovals symbolizes the global expansion of Toyota's technology and unlimited potential for the future, while the overlapping of the 2 perpendicular ovals inside the larger oval represents the trust and mutually beneficial relationship between the customer and the company. In 1990, the majority of cars, dealer signage, printed materials, and ads all began to use the new emblem. Early Toyota models: Century, Corolla, Crown 8, Land Cruiser Model 55 Series, Toyota Model SD, A Sedan, Phaeton. The first automatic loom in history was created by Sakaki Toyota in the Japanese weaving business, and in 1918 he founded the Toyota Spinning and Weaving Company. This is where Toyota got its start. Because of his design, there were fewer flaws and higher yields because a loom would not continue to produce faulty fabric and waste thread when an issue arose. This idea of jidoka, or engineering machinery to stop on its own and alert users to problems right away, is still fundamental to the Toyota production system. The Platt brothers, a British company, were so delighted by the loom that they paid £100,000 for the production and sales rights in 1929. Sakaki handed his son Kichiro the money so that he might advance automobile technology at Toyota. As a result, the Model A, the company's first passenger automobile, was introduced in 1936, and the Toyota Motor Company was established in 1937. In addition to its own plants, manufacturing subsidiaries, and affiliates in Japan, Toyota currently produces cars and parts under the Lexus and Toyota brands all over the world. Production of Toyota vehicles outside of Japan started in Brazil in 1959. Look back at the history of Toyota, beginning with Sakaki Toyota's birth, the founder. It follows the growth of the business from the time Toyota Motor Corporation was founded in 1937 until the sale of the 2 millionth Prius hybrid. The first automatic loom in history was created by Sakaki Toyota in the Japanese weaving business, and in 1918 he founded the Toyota Spinning and Weaving Company. This is where Toyota got its start. Because of his design, there were fewer flaws and higher yields because a loom would not continue to produce faulty fabric and waste thread when an issue arose. This idea of jidoka, or engineering machinery to stop on its own and alert users to problems right away, is still fundamental to the Toyota production system. The Platt brothers, a British company, were so delighted by the loom that they paid £100,000 for the production and sales rights in 1929. Sakaki handed his son Kichiro the money so that he might advance automobile technology at Toyota. As a result, the Model A, the company's first passenger automobile, was introduced in 1936, and the Toyota Motor Company was established in 1937. In addition to its own plants, manufacturing subsidiaries, and affiliates in Japan, Toyota currently produces cars and parts under the Lexus and Toyota brands all over the world. Production of Toyota vehicles outside of Japan started in Brazil in 1959. Take a moment to review Toyota's past, beginning with the birth of founder Sakaki Toyota. It follows the growth of the business from the time Toyota Motor Corporation was founded in 1937 until the sale of the 2 millionth Prius hybrid. What do you know about Toyota's history? September 28, 2016. 10 fun and interesting facts about Toyota and their history. Toyota celebrated their 79th anniversary on August 28. It's amazing how long Toyota has been in business. Years of creativity, excitement, and inventiveness have passed. We at Toyota of Greensburg are honored to have contributed to the many years of Toyota's existence. What is your level of Toyota knowledge? Take a look at these 10 entertaining and fascinating historical facts about Toyota. You might be surprised by some of them. The founding of Toyota. 1. Toyota was founded in 1937. Toyota established the basis for the business that is now known as Toyota when it began operations in 1937. This year saw the inauguration of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the publication of Mice and Men, and the attempt by Amelia Earhart to make her first round-the-world trip. 2. Toyota moved to the United States in 1957. A new house would set you back little over $12,000, a gallon of gas was around 24 cents, and a dozen eggs was approximately 28 cents in 1957.3. In 2011, Toyota was ranked the third largest car manufacturer in the world. Toyota has grown a substantial amount over the years. It now ranks as one of the top automobile manufacturers in the world. Toyota job creation. 4. Toyota has brought about over 365,000 new jobs to the U.S. economy. That is a sizable number of jobs. Let's have a peek at what 365,000 appears like. That is around 13 times the weight of the Statue of Liberty when converted to tons. 5. Toyota has about 1,500 dealers operating under its brand in the US. That number of dealerships, if converted to pounds, would be around 1.5 times the weight of a grand piano. /Scolums the class 1_half_last Forbes columns Toyota philanthropic contributions. 6. Toyota has given nearly $700 million in philanthropic contributions. Let's put that in perspective. With $700 million, you could buy all 32 NFL teams 27 times. 7. Toyota invests $1 million every hour in research and development worldwide. Toyota hybrid history. 8. The Toyota Prius is found in over 70 countries. The Toyota Prius is well loved. It has been a staple in the automotive industry since its beginnings in 1997 when it first entered the market in Japan. 9. Nearly 75% of all hybrids in the United States are Toyota models. In California alone, almost 100,000 hybrids were sold in 2007. Imagine how many Toyota hybrids you can find in the US today. 10. 90% of Toyota Camrys sold over the last 10 years are still on the road today. That percentage of Toyota Camrys is seriously impressive. It demonstrates Toyota's commitment to producing reliable, fun, and lasting vehicles. Before today, we're sure you were unaware of these 10 entertaining and fascinating facts about Toyota and its past. Although it has advanced significantly, Toyota has never wavered from its commitment to making exciting, dependable, and safe automobiles. Are you curious to find out more about Toyota and the cars they make? Come see why Toyota has influenced the automotive industry for so long by visiting Toyota of Greensburg. Make an appointment for a test drive and browse our selection. It's possible for you to share in Toyota's past. Posted in Just for Fun, News, Technology, Toyota Camry, Toyota Land Cruiser, Toyota Prius, uncategorized, no comments. Comments. Comments.